happen, and that's going to cause Bitcoin to go up by tens of thousands. If they do, and I can guarantee you that they will, I'm going to have a little chat about that today, if that sounds good. Stick around, have to crack with us. If you're new to the channel, quick introduction. My name is Dinny from Bitcoin With Dinny. For the last 5 years now, we've been teaching people how to build Bitcoin pensions, helping them understand Bitcoin in a really simple way, and helping people to retire early. And this is all despite the fact that most people still don't understand it, and mainstream is being left behind because super rich people are being rang up by their high net worth financial advisors and being told, you need to get into Bitcoin, you need to buy 2 million worth of Bitcoin tomorrow. Meanwhile, normal people are being told, here's this pension thing, yeah, we'll diversify you into this mutual fund and I'll get rich. I have a distaste for the traditional financial system. They're just scammers, and no one will ever retire early by using it. That's just my opinion. You mightn't like it, that's fine. But anyway, I did retire under 40, and what I do is I like to share what I done and how I done it, so you too can figure it out. Because if you don't figure it out and you just do what everybody else does, I can guarantee you will not retire early. Most people don't. Okay, so that's what you've got to do. If you want things that most people don't have, you've got to do things that other people don't do. And remember, 99.9% of people will not retire under 40, they will not retire under 50, and most people will not retire under 60. And that's just the statistics. So, Bitcoin is the solution to pensions. I done a workshop there on, what was that, Wednesday, packed out. I was on for about 2.5 hours or something. Still can't sleep, I don't know, I think I get too much energy when I'm doing them, and I'd be too full of adrenaline. So I'm off to the pool now anyway. But again, yeah, up super early this morning, up at fucking 5:15 or something ridiculous. But that was to watch the Thailand Grand Prix, which didn't actually record. Well, the qualifying didn't, the race did. I watched the race live. Anyway, on the workshop, yeah, it blows a lot of people's mind, because they've been so brainwashed their whole life to think that becoming wealthy is difficult. And becoming wealthy is super easy, folks. I've read books on becoming wealthy since I was 20. And basically what my Retire Early Club is, it's all the steps I done and all the best lessons I learned over the years of reading and taking courses and doing internships and mentorships and having coaches and all the rest. But you can distill it down to two things, okay? And then I'll tell you why Bitcoin's gone to millions. But one, it's having the discipline. Most people have no discipline, so they just try get rich quick things, and then they go on to the next thing and they get distracted, and they never follow through on anything. They half-start stuff and half-arse do everything, and they get so distracted. Whereas people who get rich just have discipline, and they just focus on one thing. If you're going to focus on something, if you're going to do it, you know, you got to focus on it. You can't screw about and do 50 different things, because guess what? You'd be crap at 50 different things. Do one thing, do it really well. So number one thing is discipline. Number two thing, okay, is patience. And patience could also be described as delayed gratification, meaning you're not like a child jumping up and down because you can't have sweets now. Okay? That's how most people act when they're trying to generate wealth. Or some people are just lazy and just complain about it, and they say that the world is against them, and they go into the victim, and then they get nowhere. And that's fine. If you want to be a victim, grand job. But you only hurt yourself. Don't worry, I played victim for a while. I lived in a caravan, believe me. I had a broken back. By Jesus, I had a victim story. I had a really good one. It was better than most people's, but it wasn't serving me, and that's why I got rid of it. So making content on this channel now for, I suppose, for 5 years as Bitcoin With Dinny. And when MicroStrategy came in and said that they were the first company to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet, it was obvious. It was like, every company's going to do this. And now it's gone viral on Twitter there that Microsoft is coming up in their in their meeting, I think it's in December, they're going to have a vote on should they put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, Microsoft has 75 billion in cash. In cash. Cash is trash. Governments are printing money and just making that cash worth less every single day. Okay? Of course they're going to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. I'm not sure if they're going to do it in December, but it's just so damn obvious. Every single person on the planet, when they study Bitcoin, and believe me, if you're trying to study on your own, it'll probably take you 1,000 hours. But you won't just study Bitcoin, you'll dilute yourself, and you'll study crypto, and you'll study DeFi, and you'll study NFTs, and you'll study shitcoins, and you'll be more confused than you are now after 1,000 hours. That's what most people do in crypto. That's why most people make no money. That's why all our retiree club, we took on 50 members, that's another 50 million in pensions. Because that's the minimum that their pensions will be worth by taking my course. Absolute minimum, 50 million we've just generated. Some of their pensions will be worth 50 million each. And normal people can't get their head around that because they just haven't studied Bitcoin. They don't understand how it works, or and when I say normal people, also Bitcoiners, people who are in Bitcoin for years, they just fucking are so confused and dumb. And they're like, they major in the minors. You gotta major in the majors, folks. That's how you get shit done. That's how you get ahead. Some people just major in minors. And them type of people, like, I don't know, I have no time for them. They're just idiots. They're failing at first principles. But I shouldn't say I have no time for them. Well, I don't. I won't let them into my life. I won't let them influence my decisions. I won't let them advise me. I'll have a bit of crack with them, but I will not take anything that they do or say will have zero weight in the decisions I make in my life. Okay, because it's the action takers who help me retire early. It's people who major in the majors who help me understand wealth and how to generate wealth and have freedom and own my time. Okay, so Microsoft are definitely going to buy Bitcoin. That's a certainty. When they buy it, I don't know. If you don't already own a shit ton of Bitcoin, you better hope it takes them a couple of years to figure it out, so you have time to accumulate Bitcoin, because the time is running out. I've been hammering away at this since the thing was under 6 grand. And some people listen and they're well on the way to retirement. Some of them are retired. But now Bitcoin is in the 60 grand range. It's 10 times more expensive, which means it's going to take you 10 times longer to retire early. 10 times longer. You can still do it, but it's going to take 10 times longer. And guess what? When Bitcoin 10x's and it goes to 600 grand, which it could do by next year, it's going to take you another 10 times longer. Okay? So there's a priority here. I had a couple down with me yesterday consulting. And, you know, when they lay it down, they just go, no one's ever explained to me like that, Dinny, before. It's so blatantly obvious. One thing I hammer home is, time is not on your side. You need to act. You need to act aggressively. Well, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. Maybe you love working. Maybe you're asking, can you go to the toilet, or whatever people do in jobs. I don't know, I've never had one. Okay, but maybe people like that. Maybe you like only getting 4 weeks holidays a year. Maybe that's just enough for you. Any more would be too much. Be too much fun. Then do nothing. Okay, but if you're like, screw this is bullshit, there is a different way. It's available. I'm telling you about it. You got to do the study on it. You can't join Retire Early Club now. We're closed. You had your chance. It's only for action takers. You got to be fast. Fastest finger trigger. Okay? But there's still time. But you must learn as soon as possible, because the waiting is over. You've got players like MicroStrategy or like Microsoft saying, should we invest in Bitcoin? They're publicly talking about it. And you're still asking your mate, does he think it's a good idea? You deserve to be poor. You have to be mindful of who you take your advice from, okay? I'm not going to teach you how to become a billionaire, because I'm not a billionaire. I will teach you how to retire under 40, because I've done it. I'll teach you how to build businesses. I'll teach you how to improve your health, because I've done all these things and I do them really well. I'm running 5 businesses. Guess how much employees I have? 0. 0 employees, 5 businesses. Took me a lot of years to figure that shit out. I had businesses before with loads of employees, loads of headaches. None of that stuff anymore. And I earn way more money. Way more! So it's just about working smart. And when I say it took me years to figure that out, it did take me years, but it also cost me tens of thousands to go and pay people to teach me how to do it. Was it a good investment? Damn right it was. And this is where I see normal people go wrong all the time. They won't invest into themselves. They try and figure shit out on their own. It's the stupidest thing ever. If you got brain cancer, you're not going to fucking cut your head open and try and fix it, are you? No. I digress. Anyway, Microsoft are going to buy Bitcoin. Every company in the S&P is going to buy Bitcoin. You have the opportunity to get it done before they get it done and make yourself insanely wealthy. Give yourself generational wealth. Set up your retirement. Set up your kids. And if you don't do this, it's grand. Okay? But it looks highly likely that your children will live with you forever. Because I'm not sure if you've seen what the average wage is and the average home price. You can do some simple maths and figure out they can't afford it. They will never be able to afford it unless they're in the top 5% of earners. So are living with you forever. And if that sounds fantastic, ignore Bitcoin. And if that sounds terrifying, you better buy yourself some Bitcoin books and get some Bitcoin courses as fast as possible. Because it's inevitable now. When I was ranting and raving in 2020, it wasn't at the inevitable stage. Okay? There was still risk. You know, there was risk of governments doing government things, you know, stupid things. That's all gone now. We have ETFs. Government's embracing Bitcoin. So, protect your future. The world's going crazy. It's getting crazier and crazier because we let woke idiots into control and we started caring about people's feelings too much. And now the thing's a shit show. And getting worse. Okay? Bitcoin protects your future. You can go anywhere. Okay? There'll be beautiful places for Bitcoiners to go. The rest of the world won't have that option, won't have that privilege. Don't cry about it. You've got the opportunity to do something about it. But you must act, and you must act fast. You've a lot to learn. If you don't know anything, if your dollar cost averaging 50 euros a month into Bitcoin, you have a lot to learn. Okay? But time's precious, folks. You have a huge opportunity. Nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Go give your money to that fool. If you want to get poor, okay? Or you want to make them wealthy. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just trying to tell you, this is just technology. Humans only move towards technology. This technology is not going anywhere. People much smarter than you have tried to break it. They've tried every single thing they could do to stop it, break it, or find reasons why it isn't going to be successful. Bitcoin is going to take over the world. Okay, it's just digital property. It's just a digital store of value. We've trillions, hundreds of trillions sitting in shit assets trying to store value. Okay, and we've people thinking they're smart, running around, you know, majoring in miners. These are all these people running around thinking they're doing clever things. Bitcoin's going up 50% a year. If you can't grow 50% a year, what's the point in going to work? Go get a massive loan, put it into Bitcoin. You know, you'll outperform all the work you're going to do for the next 10 years. Like, and that'll sound crazy to people who don't get Bitcoin, okay? And I'm not suggesting you do that, you know, because we live in the idiot world that someone will say, oh, Dinny told me to get a massive loan and put it into Bitcoin. And although it will work out, provided you can pay the loan off for a few years, balance the risk and balance the interest payments, it can be done, because I've had loads of clients do it. They're the ones who are all retired. They use leverage last year, 2 years ago. Okay, yeah, it's risk, but fortune favors the brave, baby. Anyone who's done anything in life took risks, but they manage their risks. So, don't major in the miners. Don't ignore Bitcoin. Time's running out. I can guarantee you Microsoft buy it. I just can't guarantee you when. It's coming. It's happening. Everyone's going to own Bitcoin. Everyone's going to have a Bitcoin position. It's obvious. It fixes your life, whether you're an individual, a company, or a country. All of the companies who've embraced it, all of the countries who've embraced it, and all of the people who've embraced it and used it correctly have outperformed all of the people, all of the countries, and all of the companies who haven't. That's just objective. That's not my opinion. That's just how it's occurred. So, enjoy your bank holiday. If you got your Bitcoin pension, enjoy it even more, because your future is secure. If you don't, you gotta do something about it. If you're listening to my videos, I'm not doing nothing about it, and just think I'm a raving lunatic. I am a raving lunatic. I don't hide that fact. Okay? But I'm just here to have the crack with you. Hope you have a good day, guys. I'm going swimming now. And as you can see, I'm energized. You're gonna feel the air go backwards when I start pulling that freestyle stroke. I'm gonna lay some watts into that water. Guys, have a good day. Dinny out for now. Hit the like button. Do it! There's lurkers here, and there's not enough likes. So that can be your only exercise this bank holiday. Find the button and press it. Dinny out.